Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Sean Manaea. What's the scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And a swing and a miss. Sanchez wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Torrens collects, fires to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Right fielder, Griffin.
Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine. On the ground to first. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. Manages a throw to third. Now around second, going for third.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Turned on it nicely.
Xavier
Definitely a little
Edwards.
in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Xavier Edwards in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And a base hit, and they take the lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Connor Norton stands in now and looks at that one inside. Acuna. Lindor, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching. And we're back. Starting on the mound in this one, Ryan Weathers.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club. Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. To the left side, but it is well foul. Acuna getting the start at second, 22 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Saved at second, and that was not close.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
And ball one. Look out!
Boom, there goes.
And it hit him.
Thank you, man.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Right,
and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Juan Soto now hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that one fouled off. First and second here, no outs. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And he chases a high fastball there.
I wouldn't
One
throw
ball,
him another breaking
2
ball.
strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting for
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you can drive the ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
1 out. Runner at second. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Conine nabs it. Runner tags at second. Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Man at second. And it's 1-1. Out to center. Sanchez sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this 2-run double. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Toss to Alonso. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Third baseman, Graham Hawley.
Graham Pauley in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground, Lindor. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Nimmo went deep in his most recent game. Weathers fires. Pulls that one foul. in
One
the
ball,
dirt, and
two
it's
strikes.
1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And out number 1 on the grab. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri. Flares it into the outfield. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's Starling Marte. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. And there's a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So no run. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the
Marlins,
series has played out
catcher,
so far.
number 50.
Minaya back to work. That one fouled off. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Chop back up the middle. Lindor fires to first on the run.
Safe.
He is safe. And he beats the throw by a whisker. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And
He made it
safe.
safe.
It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing
One ball,
him,
one
thinking
strike.
that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Myers, the runner at second with 1 away.
There you go.
Sanchez tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. And it goes just foul. Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Back here in Queens, and stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the
Soto
count.
working through some struggles lately. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 2 down.
Now batting third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Doubled his first time up. Foul ball there. That misses the zone.
Outside.
And the count even 1-1. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. Third home run of the season. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
2 outs, nobody on. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. The shortstop takes the ball. Hot shot to third. That's the inning.
He's out.
The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now back here at Citi Field. Out of the fourth. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Out front, rip foul.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Norby, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2 is the count.
Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs. That's a little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The changeup missing. Counts full, 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. On target. He got him. Nice play. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
And that one is lifted in the air. Conine hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. The pitch. And that one ripped to left. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Torrens will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left side. Myers settles underneath it. And the inning is over. No runs. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody. Out. And the batter now, Agustin Ramirez. There's a strike. cut on and lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. So digging in, Dane Myers. Base knock right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Back to the top of the Miami order. Digging in, Jesus Sanchez. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Marlins. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Jose Siri. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they can't get the out. Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one in the air center field. Sanchez makes the catch. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 3.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Soto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Soto with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Ball one there.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
That one missed. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 run on 1 base hit. Top of the 6th inning, and at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. Manaea back to work. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Yeah, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Edwards in the box again, takes a strike. The other way, he's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Just missed.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Torrens down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Declan Cronin. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And first offering is fouled off. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. One down, base is empty. That one ran inside, almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one almost got him.
Inside, ball 2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about
Now
the
batting,
benefits,
first
the
baseman,
advantages of
Pete
relievers who can
Alonso.
come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Conine makes his way towards it, can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second, he's got a double. So runner at second, 2 down. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. That one is gone. And they add on. It's 6-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
And next to the Mets, Luis Torrens. 1 for 2. Line drive, right. And that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Graham Pauley. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher
Now
on the
batting,
same
first
page right now.
baseman, Davison
So 2
de
down
los
now,
Santos.
and here is Davison de los Santos. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Makes the grab, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Bottom
the
of the
Mets,
seventh, and stepping in for New
center
York,
fielder,
Jose Siri.
Siri.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well.
Now
I know it
batting,
didn't produce a hit, but he made
hitter,
solid
Starling
contact, and that's all you're
Marte.
looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Marte
1-0.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. A swing and a soft liner. Brings it in for the third out. Back here in
Leading
Queens.
off for the Marlins,
A.J.
catcher, number
Minter
50.
on the pitch out of the pen here.
Now pitching
Hasn't pitched
for
in
the
the last
Mets.
3 days. Clips
Number
the corner,
83.
and it's 0-1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so
Minter.
far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line to left. Nimmo pulls it in for the out. That's out number 2. And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Vientos makes the catch, and that'll do it. Miami down.
Pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll
61.
into the bottom of the 8th. Seth Martinez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now, guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. Towards first, De Los Santos. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. Popped up. Edwards. And it's caught for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, center field. Sanchez gets under it. That is the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Soto makes the grab, 1 away. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norton. And strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time.
That one drilled left field. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Got it. That's the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence. And you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Schaub.